All right, so to start off the program, I think the best thing to talk about would be fantasy football related. That's right, fantasy football, the game that sweeps the nation every fall and winter, where everyone flocks to drafts, draft parties, draft rooms, downloads apps, all that shit. Fantasy football. I personally love fantasy football. I've been playing ever since I was, I think, shit, when did I start playing? 11? 12? And it doesn't even matter if I went into a league with somebody, if I like whatever. I started in like the free common leagues, and then I moved on to like doing leagues with coworkers, with friends, all that stuff. So it's fantastic. It's a fantastic game to play. And we actually had our draft this past Sunday, and I wanted to kind of recap the draft. Like I'm not going through my whole lineup because that's just going to get boring naming off, Lamar Jackson, this, all that. That's just going to get dumb. So I think the best would be to just give you my starting lineup, pick out a couple key players in there and tell you like why I picked them, this, that, whatever. And then give you maybe one or two reasons for like guys on the bench and see where we can go from there. See if like you think your team is better than mine, anything like that. And you can leave that in the comments of wherever you're listening to this podcast. Please trash my team. Tell me I suck. Tell me it's great. Tell me I'm going to go 12-0, which I am. Anything like that, let me know. But now that I say that, let's just see what my team looks like. All right, so for starters who I have starting right now, who are going to go into week 1 and get me that W to start off the season, I got at quarterback Lamar Jackson. My two running backs, I got Dalvin Cook and Josh Jacobs. My two receivers, I got DJ Moore and Jerry Jeudy. Tight end, I got Travis Kelsey. Flex, I got Antonio Gibson. It's a two flex. And Devontae Smith from the Eagles. Defense, special teams, I got the Cowboys. Brandon McManus is my kicker. Now, when you look down that list, what do you think to yourself? Besides 12-0. Besides champion, which, by the way, I am the reigning, defending, undisputed champion in this league from last year. Besides back-to-back, besides running it back, what do you see? To me, I see a great running back duo. I see Dalvin, who, if he stays healthy, can be a major game changer for me. I see Josh Jacobs, who now with Devontae Adams, with Hunter Renfrow, with Derek Carr, with those boys, I think he's going to have a pretty solid season to give me a good running RB2 slot. DJ Moore and Jerry Jeudy, actually, I think aren't very highly touted. And I might be talking out of my ass here because I think my team is so good. DJ Moore with Baker Mayfield on the team now, I think he's going to see a very large improvement in his stats. I've never been a Sam Darnold guy. Now, granted, DJ had his moments with Sam, but I've never been a Sam Darnold guy, and I've been more of a Baker guy. So I think Baker's really going to help DJ elevate his game to the next level. And same thing with Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos, he's getting Mr. Russell Wilson coming in. Before that, he just had, there's been a few injuries here and there, but like before that, who's he had, folks? Who's he had throwing him the football? Drew Lock? I love Teddy Bridgewater, don't get me wrong, but he got injured again. But, like, he hasn't had anybody. So now you bring in Russell Wilson to throw him the football, and you got guys like Cortland Sutton on the other side. You got Noah Fant, tight end. You got Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon in the backfield. You got a good young core for Russ to help grow, help mentor, and help turn this team into actually something that could win. It's a good team, and I think Jerry's going to really... Jerry's stats, or what's the word I'm looking for? Performance is going to bode well with the addition of a veteran like that. Then moving on, we have Antonio Gibson. No, I'm sorry, I skipped Travis Kelsey. Now, Travis Kelsey, he was my number 2 pick because obviously you guys didn't see the draft. He was my number 2 pick. I had the 9th pick in the draft out of 10, so I got him on the wraparound. I got him because he is like obviously Tyreek Hill is not there. Tyreek Hill is not there, so he's going to get a lot more attention on the field, but he's always good for high amounts of points every week. Like, it's very rare where you can look at him and say, wow, I regret playing Travis Kelsey this week. And not only that, who are the top tight ends that you could take this year? Mark Andrews and Travis Kelsey. After that, it drops significantly. I don't care. Kyle Pitts, dude's a good football player. But you always have to look at the quarterback that's throwing the football. Who's throwing the football? Desmond Ridder? Marcus Mariota? Good quarterbacks. Desmond, we don't know, rookie, but there's a future ahead of him. But to me, I would rather take Travis Kelsey with Patty Mahomes throwing the football, who's going to get his points, over any one of those guys underneath those two, like from 3 down ranking wise. But that's just me. Then you have flexes, Antonio Gibson, Devontae Smith. Not the biggest fan of those. Antonio, he's good. He was a top 10 running back. I just hope he really excels more this year. Doesn't get caught into like any kind of a running back committee because he's got like J.D. McKissick and those guys there. And he just stands out as the number 1 premier guy out in Washington. Devontae Smith, same thing. He's going to get really, what's the word? Not bogged down, but like he's going to have to share a lot out in Philly because you got A.J. Brown coming out there. You got Dallas Goedert coming out there. So I think Devontae will have a good year too. And Cowboys, great defense. McManus, kicker. It is what it is. But going back up the list to Lamar Jackson. Now, for the record, I wasn't the biggest fan of that pick. Now, for the record, Lamar, he's going to have a great year. He's fighting for more money. He's going to try to get a bigger contract, all that stuff. So I think he's going to have a good year. But I think there were plenty of better picks I could have made. Like, personally, I was going to reach for, what's nut? Like I was saying, Russell Wilson in a later round. But when I got to, I think I got Lamar in the 4th. Yeah, I think I got Lamar in the 4th on that wraparound. So when I saw Lamar was still there, and in all my draft guide that I got, he had him ranked at number 5. I think ESPN had him at 16. Well, that I fucked up there. But I looked at the draft guide that I had, it had him at 5, and it was almost like not a hesitation pick, but like a nervous pick. Where it's like, oh shit, I need a quarterback, go there. And I completely abandoned my plan. And I didn't want to, but I ended up doing it. But I think Lamar, we'll work with Lamar, we'll see what happens. But if anybody in the league is listening to this, please, open to a trade. You can give me something better. Anyway, let's move on. Excuse me. Bench-wise, it is what it is. Guys are going to see if they can cut it or not. They can be standout guys that you can have back up during a bye week. But one big pickup that I got that I'm happy about, Deandre Hopkins. Why am I happy? Well, he's suspended 6 games. But guess what? All my receivers, their bye weeks are after week 6. They're after week 6. So I don't need them. I'm just going to stash them and play. That's all I got to do. So when he comes back, I have a potential top 5, top 10 receiver on my roster after week 6. It's going to be great. So then I could take out Devontae if he's not performing well. Jerry, DJ, like I said, they're going to do good. But I could take out Devontae Smith, throw DeAndre Hopkins in there, and cement my path for another championship. And you know what else? It's going to be a great year. But like I said before, please, comments, let me know what you think. And enjoy the football.